welcome to Brenda's Crafting. On today's video, we have 3 DIYs that are from Dollar Tree with great little signs. And here we go. This is the first sign that we're going to do. Yes! These Dollar Tree signs are so super cute. I cannot wait to start this DIY with you. Alright, all 3 signs we are going to do the same thing. We are going to take these fences from the Dollar Tree and we're going to cut them and trim them on all 3 of them, and a little bit different on each one, but here we go. We're going to start right off the bat. On each side you're going to remove 2 of the connectors, and on the bottom you're going to remove the 3 stubs, and optional you can remove the 4 arrows. This is how it will look. Okay, now we're going to line up our fence with the sign, and then we're going to hot glue all our little areas to the sign, making sure it lines up towards the bottom. This will be super fast. It does not take long at all. Just make sure you grab the little hooks and all the little areas so it doesn't bend over. And now it turns out so super cute. Now you can decide how you want to decorate your little fence area. So I decided to use some of the Dollar Tree wire, and this wire is 6 feet long. It's super long. This is the green and white one, and this one I decided just to weave through each big hoop and then double back around, but on the third one I did a little bit differently. I'm going to use 3 white pumpkins and some boxwood greenery. You can choose whatever you would like. I also added, I think, a little bit of leaves on mine. I'm adding, these are the clip pumpkins. I decided to move it to the end just to make it, you know, look like they coordinate better. And then I decided to get the boxwood and put it more towards the pumpkins. And I'm just hooking it right there towards the fence, and I'm just basically like cooking everything. So I'm not really using glue. You can use glue for extra support, but I'm just really just looping everything around. And I added some leaves that I had on hand for my decorations just to finish it off. And this is it. That's how fast it was. Look how fast. I just added some little decor, little leaves, and boom, now here's the display. Super cute, super adorable. This is my fall entrance, and I'm probably going to keep on updating it as the fall goes along, but this is so cute. Look at, these are all Dollar Tree items of the Dollar Tree decor, on the tier tray and the lamp, and now we have a sign on the top. Super cute, and we're probably just going to keep on adding more and more as we go. Hey. Alright, DIY number 2. I'm recording in the garage, so I'm sorry if I'll try to adjust the volume as high as I can, but I wanted to give you a nice close-up of the fall sign. It is so super cute. Okay, as you can see, I got like this is all cut in. Little arrows and the ends and the little knobs. So now we're gonna get started. I'm just gonna throw that in the trash. And what I'm gonna do is I did paint it on this side too, just so it looks finished, because I am gonna put this one in my living room. So I'm gonna put the sign where I want it. I'm going to flip it over and then start gluing. I'm gonna add some extras to it so it matches. But the reason why I went with bronze this time is because I wanted to make sure that the little glitter, whatever the glitter is, I'm trying to match on the decor out here. So that's why I did that. I wanted to aim it down so y'all could see it more. But it's super cute already. I mean, in a way, if you want to, you can leave it like that and just add a little bit to it and it would be finished. I mean, so we're going to do this one first. So on your ribbon of your thing, you're going to go all the way up to 12. So this one is your tail. Your tail is your first length. And your second length, oops, I'm gonna go down here, is your 12, and then you just loop and you pinch like that. So you just pinch it, and you measure it again, and you go to 12, and then you pinch, and then you pinch wherever your pinch mark is. That's your next 12, and then that's your cut line. So right there, and I'm gonna cut it, and grab it, and cut it. And this is hard for me because this is left-handed. It's so funny because I'm a lefty and then I cut right-handed. Okay, so there is your first bow. And what we're gonna do is just, we're gonna pinch it to hold it. So I don't have a big pincher, so I'm just gonna grab my little pincher, and that's just gonna hold our bow while we go to the next one. So we got that one, and the second one is the leaf, and it's just gonna give it a little glam. So it's still good. We're gonna go less. So the first one was 12, the second one's gonna be 10, and then the third one's gonna be 8. So we're gonna go down 2 inches every time. So the second one is 10, so the first one is your tail. Second one is your bow. You measure, and loop. And then this is your next bow. 10, 10, loop. And then this is your tail again. So we're going back from this point you start, and then that's your cut line. And this one, for some reason, you just hate cutting because it's just so stinking cute. So super cute. Okay, so this one you're going to do the least on. So it's an 8-inch bow. So your bows are getting smaller and smaller as you go. So this is your tail. This is your 8. Okay, to combine all your bows together, you can use a piper or you can use some jute twine, whatever you choose that you want to use to tie your bow together. Grab them, and you could do this as you go. Like you could twist them as you go and do this, which would be a lot easier. But I'm just showing you how to make a bow. So wait, let me put a little clip on this one again, and you're going to twist it. All right, now you can fluff up your bow. So all you do is you just grab and make sure, if it's wired women, it's so much easier to work with. So you just fluff it up, straightening the bottoms now, so they face forward. And now you could decide how you want to hang it at the ends. Now some people like doing the flat line, like straight across with a little angle, and some people like to do the ducktail. So on this one, probably the ducktail. I really enjoy the flat line. Sometimes it looks prettier, but the ducktail does look good and it has a nice finished look to it. So you just cut it in half and you just aim up. So your arrow is always going towards the bow. So we're going to put this towards the top where the string is. So, and here's your little bow. Now if you want to finish this look, you can add another ribbon there. And I do have a cute little ribbon, so I think I might add this one, the little checkered one. I think I'm going to add that just for the bow. I want it mostly towards the side as much as I can, towards the side. But what you can do if you want to is you can add more of this ribbon and just flare it out. So I'm going to add some flowers to it. I'm going to add a little bit of greenery to it and some flowers. And then we'll be done. Just the hydrangeas. And you might be able to still find this in the flower section to go with this one. So we're going to add just a little bit of this, a little bit of this one, which is that, I'm gonna do it again. And we're gonna add these to this, and then we're gonna be done. So what I would suggest is you save the leaves on these, and then you can put it right where the blue is. I think that's where you should put your flower on each color. So I'm just gonna loop it around. You can do it right to the edge if you like to do it on that way on yours. It would probably be a little easier, but I want the loop because I want the viney look. So that's the reason why I'm going for that look. Oh, this is so super cute. Aim it out. Well, especially on this big flower, because this is the big flower, and then they have two smaller flowers. So I think on the big flowers, I want them aiming out more. Make sure you push your leaves towards the top of your rose. Okay, so far on my flowers, I've only used just the big ones. I still have some little ones left. So, I mean, we might, if we want to, we can go back and add more. But right now, I'm just trying to keep it everywhere where there's extra big loops. And that's kind of what I'm aiming for. Or at least on the big ones. It stays in the spot I want it to stay. Now you could call it done right there because it's really just simple and cute. Or you can go the extra mile and go really into the flowers if you really, really want to. For some reason, I'm liking this, and I think I'm just going to keep it simple, cute. How cute! Okay, on the third sign, we're going to do welcome. This is just an awesome dollar find. I'm just sorry. It's awesome. I mean, 10 bucks, 12 bucks at Hobby Lobby, and it's only $1. So I got another fence, but this time I already pre-cut it. It's already pre-done. So all the little pieces are off on our fence. And so now I'm just gonna glue. So you know the routine. So since, oh, I forgot to cut these. So I'm gonna cut these really fast, and I'm gonna already glue it because you already. Okay, I wanted to show you that I glued the back, and it's just all down. And so now the signs can be flying flat. Take it off completely. So now we got our sign on. So now we're going to decorate it. And as you can see, I added black and then a tiny bit of silver over it. And mostly I went with black because the writing is black. And then it has the silver little theme on the top and the bottom of the sign. So I thought that would make it complete. So now I'm going to decorate with some flowers again, but I'm not going to use the blue. I'm going to take away the blue. Probably going to add more greenery to it because it does have green. I want to use the small flowers on this one. So I'll probably do, you know, one of each one on each side. And then maybe a little smaller bow right here or a simpler bow. And we're going to decorate. So what we're going to do this time, I'm going to actually cut it all the way up. And we're just going to actually use the stub. Actually, you could just take off the stub. And there you go. And we're just going to glue it. We're not going to do no vines this time. And a little bit of the greenery vines again. And that way it has that little bit of that greenery look in there that we like with the little vines. You could do this with every project if you like. This is just mostly decorate the way you like to decorate because this is for, you know, you. in your house, and it's your color theme. So you decorate the way you want to decorate it. And I'm going to aim this towards the top of my vine, and we'll put the flowers more closer to the sign. You can also add some leaves to make it more complete, which I kept mine really simple. But if you like, you can add some lamb's ears for the green to match the sign, or you can even add a little bit of leaves to match it. That would be a great choice, just to fill it in more if you like to fill it in. Okay, now I'm just going to add in the small flowers, and I'm adding it right to the fence, gluing it right on, right from the bud. And you can also add some little extras if you like. I'm going to put a bow in the middle of mine, so that will be coming up next. Alright, all three signs are super cute because they're all from the Dollar Tree. The signs, the flowers, the wire, all of it is from Dollar Tree. So that's what you're seeing here. So this is how you can make something Dollar Tree look super cute. Even the ribbon is from the Dollar Tree. So this is a good way to stretch your money and just make it super cute. I'm doing an 8-inch bow, or actually it'd be technically a 4-inch bow because I measured 8 inches. And this one I'm just using jute twine to tie my bow, and then I just wrapped it around the middle to make it more of a centerpiece on the middle of the bow, and that's all. Now if you made it to this far in the video, please like this video and smash the like button. I would really appreciate this. Really helps my video. And also, which sign of the 1, 2, 3 did you like? Please comment below. And thanks for watching. This is just super cute. I love all three. So I would like to hear on the comments below which one was your favorite. Have a good day. God bless.